Hi Aquarius, I wanted to do a quick bonus check-in for you guys, okay, for the hybrid solar eclipse that was last week. I did it for all the signs. I also have more detailed, longer readings that are posted. They will be linked in the description box below. So in essence, everyone's getting 2 readings from me. Okay, I hope you guys are doing great in addition to the other readings, and I will be filming a Tutelary Tales today. Okay, anytime I have an eclipse, I have extra work for you guys because I put a lot of effort into those. But I just wanted to do a touch base with you. I swear I filmed one and I uploaded everybody else and Aquarius isn't there, and I checked multiple cards just in case I put it on another card, but I know what card I put it on, but I don't know. It's not there. So I'm refilming it so that I can get it up for you today. This is a check-in for the eclipse. Eclipses are 30 days before or after. You could be missing information. So it's always like recommended that you don't make hard calls if you can resist it. But you know, that said, sometimes, you know, hard calls are needed, and obviously don't delay any deadlines or anything like that that you have. That you need to keep to, okay? We have Saturn, your Hellenistic ruler, is now in about 10 degrees, all right? Inside of, actually the first few degrees, 5 degrees, about in Pisces at the time of the solar eclipse, okay? This was a hybrid eclipse. I will have some articles linked below so you can see how rare it was for those of you that, you know, want a little bit more on it. We have the Empress and the Ten of Cups. Holy shit. Wow. This looks damn good, okay? At the bottom, okay? There's a 7 of Swords and a 8 of Swords and 8 of Wands. So somebody may be cutting off some people in the background here that you're associated with. This could be you, or this could be another mother figure or matriarchal figure, usually somebody above the age of 35 that tends to represent all 4 queens in the tarot deck as one. Okay, very abundant, very nurturing. Sometimes a business owner does not have to be, okay, but you know, a very beautiful essence about them, all right? A very wonderful manifester. Here you have the 7 of Cups in the reverse. The Knight of Pentacles is the reason for this. So I feel like, and the 10 of Wands is here. So I do feel like you're moving towards something here, Aquarius. Okay, check your other placements if this doesn't resonate for you. When I'm dealing with the astrology, I talk in general, okay, according to your sign, as if you were a rising. Of course, you can always read that as a sun sign too if you don't know your rising, but I always recommend that you find your rising if you can with your birth time, okay? It's available for free online. All right, if you have that, or if you can get it from your mother or your baby book or your birth record, it's always highly advised, okay? General horoscopes are always interpreted as if your sun sign is also a rising Aquarius, okay? Sorry about that. So let's do a check-in, shall we? I'm going to pull one of these. I'm going to be, oh, you got 2. We have the Tier and the Sustainer. Someone else pulled with a Sustainer, and it was like, last week, I want to say it was with Aries, if you're working with anybody that is in Aries, okay? There definitely looks like there's a lot of work here going on, okay? Some of you could have some Taurus or Libra in your chart as well that are popping up here today, or dealing with somebody that does, okay? But this new set of eclipses will be across the Aries and Libra cusp, and it will, or signs rather, and it will affect us over the next several years. This is the first of many eclipses, okay? This one was at 29 degrees. Definitely check the what I did on the intro, all right, which will be linked below on the general astrology, okay? Your Hellenistic ruler, like I said, is in Pisces. Your modern day ruler was very close to Mercury, which is now in retrograde in Taurus, okay? But it was very close in proximity, enough for me to consider it a conjunction at the time of this eclipse, okay? Letting off some lightning ideas, all right? A little bit of brilliance. I mean, I like seeing it more than a square. That said, this was not without challenges, because there were challenges with Mars and there were challenges with Pluto to some of the planetary energies and bodies that were in Aries at the time of the eclipse, okay? Furthermore, the eclipse took place at 29 degrees right near the Taurus cusp, okay? So I have had a lot of Venusian and Empress like vibes popping up in multiple readings, okay? I think it's partly due to the energy, but needless to say, let's check this out for you guys, okay? This eclipse truly takes place at your 3rd, 4th house cusp, telling me that your small, close, tight networks, as well as your home base, your very foundations, could have undergone or may undergo over the next 6 months quite a substantial change here, all right? This could be just a change in frame of mind, or it could actually be moving home, bringing someone new into your house and home, changing your foundations. And sometimes foundations also have to do with work, especially if you work from home or you've worked in a place that you consider a major foundation in your life for a very long period and are going through some adjustments or changes related there too. And when we have an eclipse at the 3rd, 4th house cusp line, depending on how you run your charts, the opposite of that is the 9th, 10th house, okay? A very sensitive point in the chart. We're dealing with IC, all right? And MC matters, okay? And squares there related too, okay? So those of you that are born in the first few degrees of Aquarius, I would assume that this would be a little bit more difficult for you than others, okay? Especially if you have anything in cardinal signs too, all right? That would be the tail end of Capricorn, Cancer, Aries, of course, and I just want to take a look at this chart real quick. And Libra. And for you guys, a cross on the MC line, if you were truly using a whole set, depending on what kind of house system you use and whether you have placements there, you're talking about right next to the Libra Scorpio cusp, okay? We are dealing with the wounded healer. We are dealing with the head. Always be careful, of injuries regarding the head, when we're dealing with Aries, okay? These are just some things that can come up. We do have the wounded healer here, all right? Chiron also being in Aries, all right? A high grade for teaching in the local environment, or some sort of wounding here in the local environment, which may seem to get exasperated. When we're dealing with the 3rd house, we're dealing with all communications, but we're also dealing with things like your neighborhood, your local schools, your local governing boards, your local workplace, places you frequent on a relatively frequent basis that you drive to, okay? In your local environment, including your neighborhood, okay? Give me this 7 of Cups. The Page of Swords and the 6 of Cups. Ooh, okay. When I see the 7 of Cups in reverse like this, I feel like you're, coming to some sort of decision here. It may be surrounding family or children, okay? Especially with the Page of Swords, the 6 of Cups, and the 9 of Swords in the reverse. I feel like you're coming out of a period of anxiety, dealing with something related to an old soul tie or something that makes you very nostalgic, okay? Obviously, you are an air sign. We have the Page of Swords here. We have the 7 of Cups in reverse. This could be... I don't want to speak on it too soon. You could be dealing with a child or news in relationship to the family again. Something though, it's like you are closing down options and picking certain options, okay, over others, and you're coming out of a period of anxiety over it, okay? Now, some of you could have some options lost and have no sweat off your back in regards there too, with the 9 of Swords in reverse here. Give me this Knight of Pentacles, okay? And the reason that I feel like this is happening right now is because we have this Knight of Pentacles in the upright, telling me that you've been moving for a while at a steady pace away from something or someone related to the 6 of Cups, okay? Or your opinions or feelings in that regard could have been changing, all right, for a very long time in this regard. We have the Queen of Rods in the reverse, the 7 of Swords in the upright. You guys may have been moving away from somebody like this, or have been involved in a relationship with somebody here that was a little bit off. Some of you could have somebody that was a Leo, or another fire sign, an Aries, okay, or a Sag, all right? But when I see this Queen of Rods in the reverse with the 7 of Swords, it is like indicative of some sort of deception here and some sort of justice coming from it. Now, you could work in the justice system. You could be fighting for someone else's rights here, all right? All right, when I see the Queen of Rods in reverse, it could mean that the Queen of Rods is acting out out of, you know, out of character or in a negative kind of, you know, the Queen of Swords, or the Queen of Rods, sorry, in reverse, can stand for a lot of things, but, you know, at its least, it could stand for a woman or in your life, or a feminine energy in your life or within you that's undervalued, okay? And when I see the Seven of Swords, though, with it, it's telling me that it's more of possibly something else, and I feel like you've been moving away from this because of the Justice card being here, and I feel like either in your mind, heart, or body, this has been going on for a while with the Knight of Pentacles here. Give me the Ten of Wands. But when I see the Ten of Wands, I feel like something to do with this, maybe reaching some sort of breaking point, okay? This could have to do with a father figure. Of course, you guys could be father figures, all right, or be thinking about your role as a father. You also could be having some issues with a masculine energy or boss here, okay? I see a lot of page energy. Some of you may work with people that are younger, all right? If you don't have children, you may work with like a lot of apprentices or interns or something of this sort, okay? But this is also related to news related to possibly a conversation and or a contract. Now, somebody may be upset about something going on in your work environment that affects your home or your siblings here. What is this fortitude? I have a lot of symbology for Leo here at the end of your reading, so I'm going to pull a little bit more on that before I speak more heavily on this, okay? Yeah. I feel like some of you are just really, really tired, okay? Like there's something that you want, maybe your own wish fulfillment on something, and you feel like you're never going to get there, okay? Or you need to take time for your own self-care here. With the Nine of Cups and the Four of Swords in reverse and fortitude, some of you literally could be recovering from something like surgery, or just recovering on an emotional and physical level from something. Here, you know, where you've been grinding your wheels for a very long time. The Ten of Wands is indicative of hustling and carrying a really heavy load, possibly one that's bigger than you should have to carry on your own, or something of this nature. Now, some of you could, again, be having issues specifically related to a boss and or father figure here. This boss or father figure may be overly controlling and domineering. When I see the Emperor in reverse like this, you know, when I see good news like this, it's also a little bit, I'm going to look more into it, okay? Give me the Sun here. All right, and what it's suggesting is if you can stay stronger just a little bit longer, there you are, the King of Swords with the Sun. I love this. If you can stay stronger just a little bit longer, okay, and really get your strength up, okay? And when we're talking about fortitude in the Strength card, we're also talking about facing an inward beast within yourself, taming the beast within yourself, not just others, okay? Really gathering your fortitude to do that. And this does appear to be related for some of you to a specific relationship. Some of you, it could be related to somebody you domesticated with or used to domesticate with, okay? Because I see the King of Pentacles at the bottom here. All right, let me just pull two on this over here. But when I see the Sun, it's like something's exposed in relationship to a decision regarding a very important partnership, all right, that you were maybe in a period of indecision about detaching from a bit, okay? And this could have to do with another air sign in your chart, or someone speaking about the ending or indecision in a relationship, the sun shining down on it, and that you are going to need a little bit of strength here, all right, to go after your wish fulfillment. It does look like some of you have something that you very much want, okay? Either reconciliation or apology or something here. And to get that, you are definitely going to need strength here, because with the Sun, you know, maybe somebody's done something that really made you upset or made you mad, pissed you off, okay? If it's not in your personal relationships, it's definitely showing up in the environment. I have like the snake on this Queen of Clubs popping here, and she has popped like 3 times, strangely, in some of these readings, all right? Now, with the Sustainer, I get the Rider, the 9 of Hearts. So I do feel like you guys, some of you literally may be doing too much running or driving around, or there may be somebody here on the outskirts or news of them, somebody here that protects the home and hearth, all right? Especially when we're dealing with 3rd, 4th house issues, and I'm popping with the birds. So there might be a lot of messaging by foot, by car, and or by electronic communication here. All right, that's, you know, again, exactly what I mentioned in regards to the third house. And with the tear here, with the tree and the snake, it's like something related to your roots or family here hurts. There's been pain behind it. Okay, there's perhaps been some transformation or some treachery or some actual changes within the home and family here, okay, that have caused some pain over the years. These may be old pains, but for whatever reason, they've come up more recently or been crossing your mind, you know, and I do feel like they're strongly related to the root. When we have the tree here, like this has related to family and friends and roots, and again, those long, you know, community vibes, as well as your actual lineage and family, okay? And when I see here with a tear, it's like this could be old or new pain, but I do see you coming, and it goes along with your reading, but whatever Aquarius is popping up here is going through some sort of transition here. Now, give me this Seven of Swords here. Whatever this is, it's like you've been moving away from this, and this is the reason for this. So I feel like whatever you've been moving towards or away from, if you feel like you've been deceiving yourself or something like this, or someone else has been deceiving you, I feel like you've been making a decision, or if somebody just consistently does that, it's like you see it now or something like this, or you see it in yourself. If it's you that's exhibiting any negative behaviors, it's like there's some realization about it, about being stuck in an old loop or something here, that's become a very heavy burden. And now realizations of this kind can kind of hurt sometimes. I mean, I'm seeing the Emperor here. Now there could be somebody else that's just pissed off here, okay? Now with this Emperor in reverse, I have the High Priestess, the Two of Cups, and the Hermit, okay? I have Virgo and Piscean energy here, okay? In connection with a Two of Cups relationship, something being a very heavy burden. Now, this could have to, again, do with a father or something like this, or some sort of inward reflection about secrets and intuition within close partnerships. The Two of Cups is typically a love partnership, does not always have to be. Can be like a soul tribe friend as well. Can also be a family matter as well, okay? What is this Three of Coins? The Empress. Now I have an Empress, and I have an out of balance father and an Empress, okay? On this Three of Coins, I feel like there's been some, you know, maybe like some crosswords, okay, spoken here, or something old, something that like somebody didn't like of somebody's in and out behavior here. Perhaps you were inconsistent, perhaps someone else was inconsistent, all right? Now you could be dealing with problems with your mother and father, or, you know, two partners at work or something like this, okay? So I don't want to like take it out of the loop, but for a lot of you, this may have to do with you and children, or a marriage, or your parents' family, okay? Now I'm having this Seven of, sorry about that, Aquarius. I do feel like there's been some deception and fighting involved, okay, about in and out behavior and unreliable behavior, and perhaps some stealing, lying, cheating, or deception here. Now, this could be you playing this out, that you don't want to repeat the errors of your parents. This could also be playing out in your actual life, okay? So I just want to mention that, but there does look like something that's a real heavy burden here, okay? It's a lot of weight to carry, to manage, to something here, okay? And what I see here is like this fortitude of coming out of a period of rest to truly go after your wish fulfillment, and possibly some sort of reconciliation here or celebration with somebody, okay? There could be for some of you a family event, okay, or some sort of gathering here, all right, as well. Hold on. What's this Three of Cups? Okay, but when I see this Sun, yeah, I feel like this is the victory for you. Like if you want a victory, there you are, King of Swords, Six of Wands, Three of Cups. This does look like some sort of reunification, or having fun and like hanging with somebody, Knight of Cups. This could be like dating, going to a party, going to something fun. Maybe you guys haven't been having much fun lately because you've been resting and not going after anything that gives you everyday joy, because things have been kind of hard lately or something of this sort as well, okay? But when I see this Three of Cups with the Six of Wands, the King of Swords, and the Knight of Cups, and I have the King of Swords over here too, I feel like you or another air sign here are indicated, okay? All right. What is this Two of Cups over here? On this Two of Cups, I have the Queen of Cups, again, indicating that this is some sort of love relationship here and possibly independence, okay, from a love relationship or about interdependence in the relationship, okay? And again, this could be reflections in regards to where you've been, your parents, something of this sort, and then how this plays out in your own life, all right? And the decisions that you want to make, all right? There could be somebody here. What's this Two of Swords? On the sun, and I already have the sun here, is something to do with like love here, the Hangman and the Knight of Cups. Some of you could be born by the Pisces, Aries cusp, the Pisces, Aquarius cusp, or be dealing with somebody that has those symbols or placements quite predominantly. I do feel like somebody was waiting here on their joy or made a decision that was like, or faced some indecision about a specific partnership, and a light is being shed on it. Whether that light is in your own mind, I definitely see a love relationship here and the potential for a love relationship here. King and Queen of Cups. This King of Swords might be speaking out about prior indecision or just having like a light bulb go off in your mind. And again, you know, you have Venus in your 5th house of love and romance and creativity and children and joy and projects. Okay. Things that bring you everyday joy. And Venus is ruled by, Venus rules Taurus as well. So, when I see this, 3rd, 4th house eclipse along with this activity in Taurus, okay, as well as a lot of communications and lightning kind of inspiration here, and sometimes the unexpected when it comes to a home basis, as well as Venus going through the 5th. Some of you could have new love partner pop up. For whatever reason, it looks pretty damn heavy. If you do, there looks to be some sort of realization attached to it of one kind or another. Okay, so but the advice on how you can help, hinder, or hurt of it, it seems to be come out of a place of indecision. There does seem to be somebody here that either has their independence or is going to be gaining their independence. And it does look like there's a lot of joy and happiness here. Okay. And that could just be the sun shining on where you deem your happiness to be. Enjoying the moments, enjoying, interdependence of a positive relationship that brings you a lot of joy. Okay, because, and it could have been a long track to get here or something of this sort, okay? What is this Queen of Wands over here? It's really too many, but I'll look at it. Yeah, on this Queen of Wands, I have a lot of sadness and a lot of regret and a lot of like, possibly lying, cheating, stealing, or maybe, you were wish-washy back and forth with somebody here for a while. Back and forth. I'm with you, I'm not with you. There's lies, there's no lies. Something about the timing, and maybe it was like a steadfast thing into nowhere. Because the Knight of Pentacles is typically very reliable and very steadfast and gets to his target. But when I see it with the Chariot in reverse, the Wheel of Fortune, the 5 of Cups, and the 7 of Swords on this Queen of Rods that came out in reverse, I feel as if with the 7 of Swords already here, and I have the 7 of Swords now appearing again, it's like consistent action was taken to either go back and forth with somebody too many times that you've already like done too many rodeos with, or just being inconsistent, not being really sure. And it could be another person in your life as well. I see you wanting to step away from this possibly for some time, whether you actualize it or not, I'm not sure. Okay, for those of you that this is resonating with. Okay, what is this Page of Swords? Now, you could also have concerns about a child here, like you could with the Page of Swords here, especially with the 6 of Cups, or you as a child, especially if you're dealing with a sibling, because I do have the Page of Cups over here too, especially if you have a sibling that's like a water sign. All right, Sun, Moon, Rising. All right, it could be like something to do with a sibling here as well. So I just want to mention that for those of you it resonates with. Okay, on this Page of Swords, I have the King of Wands. Yeah, I feel like some of you, then there's that Justice, the King of Wands and the Justice. And I had the Justice here on the Queen of Wands with the Seven of Swords, okay? I do feel like, yeah, this is like being tied up in a legal situation too long, or feeling trapped in a legal situation, or mentally entrapped and bound. Could be because of old family relationships, some sort of mental imprisonment of the mind here, all right? Here, all right? I specifically have it related to somebody with some fire in their chart, okay? But you could be showing up as this. It could have just like left you feeling trapped, unable to roam here a little bit, or something like this. Okay, now you could also be thinking over a decision, or you could be concerned about a child, you know, here as well. Okay, of course, obviously with Justice here this many times, the Eight of Swords, something like this. Now, you could have somebody with some fire in their chart that has gotten into a little trouble legally of some kind or another. Sun, Moon, Rising, or somebody exhibiting like a King or Queen of, you know, Wands here. All right, this could be you or somebody you're very close to, a parent, a mate, a sibling. All right, when I see the Two of Wands, it's like possibly there's this offer to go another way. Okay, possibly there's this offer to go another way. I do see you coming out of a period of anxiety over this. I feel like whatever has gone on is going to reach some sort of Ten of Wands feel, very, very heavy burden, in which once you get to the Ten of Wands, it's like, I'm cooked. I can't do this anymore. And it does look to be appeared to a battle surrounding a mother and father figure here, and possibly a relationship. Okay, there also could be a Pisces and or Virgo involved, okay? But I see like either secrets regarding a relationship or a lot of deep inward reflection regarding a relationship. And it could be, again, thoughts going back to your own father, a boss figure, or you as a father here, all right? Or you dealing with your parents, okay? There just could have been a lot of bickering and sparring here, all right? And the thing that it's suggesting that you can do to help or hurt this is to step into this, you know, soul arcana of strength here, to come out of a period of rest, because I do think that your wheels are spent and burnt here on something, for those of you that it's resonating for. And to go after your wish fulfillment with the Nine of Cups, and the Three of Cups looks to be like an apology and a victory. And that victory and or apology or whatever has to do with love, has to do with very positive emotions. The Six of Wands, the King of Swords, and the Nine of Cups, it's like speaking out on love, speaking out on what your victory is, you know, and these cups are all positive here. So it's like what you can do to help or hurt this, being fortitude in the sun. It's like step into the love, step into the enjoyment, step into enjoying life again, loving again, caring for yourself and others again. These are all positive things. But this light does seem to be shed on either the loss of a relationship or indecision about a relationship. Could be one that you went back and forth with too many times, something like this. And the answer is, again, either a new relationship or love here. Okay, a lot of water coming in on this enjoyment. Okay. And I definitely have a King and Queen of Cups here. Again, another relationship indicator with the King of Swords, as well as the King and Queen of Fire here. It could be like an old relationship versus a new one, or something of this stead here. Again, I already brought up the other family ties I see that this could possibly be related to, especially with so many older kings and queens and an emperor and empress popping up here. But it's like higher place of consciousness about where your joy lies. King of Cups, like the Sun with the Hangman and the King of Cups, and it's like, but this indecision with this King of Swords. I mean, obviously there could be somebody else, you know, you could be worried about somebody else here, another air sign or something. But there's love here. Okay. And there does look to be like somebody that is single and abundant here. And there's that Three of Cups. This has to do with like apology, positive feelings, possibly a party or fun, having a little fun, or some sort of reconciliation here. Okay, for some of you it will be, okay? And it looks like something that you want to nurture and invest is this. I mean, that's like all wonderful. What's between the Two of Cups and the Two of Swords? The Six of Cups. Yeah, maybe again, there's like some ties to the past or family here that like interceded with something. It's definitely a very nostalgic thing. Why is the Two of Swords here? Yeah, it's like this indecision. It totally goes back with the Knight of Pentacles here, which is right here, and exactly what I told you. It's like the Knight of Pentacles is usually knows where he's going, and he takes slow, reliable steps, very loyal to get there. However, this Knight of Pentacles here that led to this over here, it was like either somebody kept lying or going back to the same thing, or there was just some deception here, you know, and it led to a lot of heartache and a lot of timing and a lot of chariot. When you're with this chariot like this, and the chariot is not driven by an emperor or empress in the upright, they don't know which way to go. They can drive the horse the wrong way, or the motorcycle or car or whatever shows up in it. And I feel like somebody kept, you know, driving it into the dirt, or not being like, which way do I go? Or screwing up their loyalties here. Okay. I love you, Aquarius. I hope that you guys are doing great. I will be around for single and check-in readings, okay? And again, this could have to do with, you know, large decisions to do with work as well. Obviously, when we're dealing with 3rd, 4th house, because of the oppositions to the 9th and 10th house, and things in this regard, you can have a lot of changes, all right, that, you know, affect your partnerships, as well as your 7th house, as well as, you know, your 9th and 10th house here, okay? And obviously, you know, those are major houses, you know, in our lives. So anyways, we have the last set of eclipses, I think, next month, or this, yeah, in May, across Taurus and Scorpio. I think it's the last one, or there's one other after that. I do think you guys will get a period of rest and enjoy these eclipses, okay? I do think these eclipses will bring in, you know, a lot of change for you, but I feel like you've already like built up to some of that change over the past couple of years, since Taurus and Scorpio's, you know, a set of eclipses began and have now come to a close, or are coming to a close very shortly. So I wish you guys all the luck in the world. Let me just pull one thing on this. What is this? What is this queen over here with the tear? Yeah, I feel like there's somebody here related to your family here that either you couldn't get proper give and take, or there was something unfair here that went on. Possibly fiscally dealing with family here. Okay. Communication could have been blocked, and then when it comes in, it makes you very sad, or something like this. Some of you also could be sad if you are moving or leaving somebody that you've been used to for a very long time. Okay, something of this regard as well. All right, so I just want to mention that if you felt stuck, which I felt like you guys were feeling stuck here for a little while, okay? I'm also getting it in relation to a mother figure and happiness, okay? 10 of Cups with the Empress, the 6 of Pentacles. I mean, holy cow. All right, I love you guys, and I will see you later. Bye, Aqua.